a little light on the subject quickly. So, another quick update on the car thing. Um, we still didn't get the car back. Every day we call the body shop, there's a new excuse or a new story. The other day it was they had to take the radiator out and they got to put it back in, and the car's getting washed. And now I guess they had to remove some of the air conditioning system, the piping or something. Um, and they said they had to do a recharge, which is basically a freon boost. They add freon to the system. And when I first heard that days and days ago, something about a freon boost and recharging the air conditioning system, I didn't think anything of it. And then we got a news story today that they have to put a seal in or something into the air conditioning system, because I guess freon's leaking out. Now, I turned on the air conditioning right after the accident took place, and it worked great. Worked fine. So here's what I think's going on. Because, everyone's got to be a goddamn liar, right? Everyone in business that you deal with, whether it be a mechanic or a fucking body shop or a doctor or whatever the fuck you're dealing with. And I'm not saying all mechanics are liars, just the ones I happen to run into that I try and get to work on my car. I think they damaged the air conditioning system, probably the piping or something. They probably poked a hole in one of the pipes or something. They probably stored it improperly or treated it like shit, because it ain't their car. They don't give a fuck. And they're probably hoping that a seal fixes the problem. But I highly doubt a seal's going to fix the problem. So now I expect that, yeah, we'll get the car back at some point in the next week, hopefully. He said it'd be ready by tomorrow, but yeah, we've heard that before about 7 different times. So we'll eventually get it back. And I anticipate that they probably damaged the radiator. They probably damaged the air conditioning system. And what will happen is we'll get the car back, and then we'll have to put like major money in it in the next month or two or something, because they're incompetent jerk-offs. And the first thing I'm going to do when I do get the car is I'm going to pop the hood, and I'm going to start it and turn on the air conditioning and let it run for a little bit. And I'm going to see if there's freon leaking out of it, because that's pretty easy to tell if it's happening. Hello, Lisa. So yeah, I'm just gonna check that out, but I anticipate I can read between the lines of the bullshit we're being told. And it sounds like they damaged the air conditioning system, and they're trying to figure out a way to fix it cheaply, hoping that a seal will fix it. I highly doubt a seal will fix it, because they probably poked a hole in the. You ever look at your air conditioning system where the freon runs through these metal pipes on top of your engine, usually, or to the right of it? And then there's a little screw top on one of the pipes if you want to add freon when your car gets a little older, and you've been using the air for many years or a year all the time. Freon gets low, and you need to add freon to the system. And I learned how to do that. Those pipes are very fragile that the freon runs through. They're not solid iron pipes. They're like aluminum. They're very fragile, and you could damage one very easily if you're removing those pipes or moving them out of the way to repair a car. And this is what I think happened. So I guess my point is, with this little video here, I don't know when we're getting the car back. Every day we call the guy, he says it'll be ready today or tomorrow. And then he gives us some story about the car. And I have a good feeling that they damaged some some parts of the car, unfortunately. So I expect to have to put money into that in the near future. That should be fun, living in hot ass Florida with a sketchy air conditioning system on a relatively new car. Anyway, I just wanted to vent a little bit about that. And I hope everyone has a good night. Maybe I'll come back on later when I have more time. I don't know. Have a good evening.